皆さんこんにちは and welcome to Shogo's podcast. So today, guys, I get to talk with you about something that's really making me excited again. Recently, I'm really happy that I get to talk to you guys about things that I'm excited about and happy about, and less of all the I'm thinking a lot about this or all the sensitive topics and such. I am personally really excited right now. So to make a long story short, there might be a chance for us, Team Let's Ask Shogo, to challenge ourselves in the tourism industry again. Yay! Thank you so much. So it seems there are a lot of restrictions and a lot of problems. It's not going to be going that easily, it seems. But from this June, Japan is finally going to be starting to accept some tourists from coming into Japan. They said they will be accepting about 20,000 people every day. Yeah, so it is going to be gradually opening up from there. And I'm really happy about it. Of course, there will be a lot of problems probably with there's like a lot of tests that you have to take to come in. Also, I'm thinking when you're going to leave, I think you'll have to do a lot of paperwork and everything to prove that you're not sick or vaccinated or whatever. And it's definitely not going to be a really easy thing to do like we used to in the past before the pandemic. But still, I'm really happy that we're finally starting to make progress. And yeah, it might be a little bit. We have to see what will happen inside of Japan in terms of how the Japanese people are going to be reacting to people from overseas coming back into Japan. But I personally would say that it's definitely not going to be a big problem. Maybe if everyone tries to go to the countryside areas, they might be a little bit more sensitive in terms of people from overseas coming into Japan. They're fearing maybe the spread of COVID again. But I think if you go to the cities, Japan has already opened its borders for students and workers. And in Kyoto, for example, I can definitely already see a lot of people from overseas coming into Kyoto, and there's definitely a lot more people I see compared to the peak of the pandemic. So yeah, and I don't see or feel anyone overreacting to the situation. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna get a lot better from here. So I'm not that worried personally. But anyways, let's get to the main topic. I've been talking about 3 minutes already. The main topic again is we might have a chance to challenge ourselves in the tourism industry again, and that is I actually have been definitely considering trying to work in the tourism industry again, start my own business again. Because if you guys remember, I tried to do that in 2020 January. I originally worked in the tourism industry for 4 years, and I wanted a chance to create my own business in the industry. And I did so, but then the COVID came, and within 2 months, I used a few million yen to start my business, but it all ended within just 2 months. Well, basically it was 1 month actually. But yeah, it ended so quickly, and my dream has been perished at that time. It's been destroyed basically. But and from there I started YouTube, and thankfully, all thanks to you guys, I was able to survive, protect my family and everything. But my love for Japanese culture definitely bloomed thanks to me being able to talk with a lot of people and enjoy conversations. So to be honest, I love doing YouTube. I love video editing, I love writing scripts, I love being on live streams and such. But I love actually meeting up with people and actually talking with them about Japanese culture and history and everything, doing experiences is something that I love even more than that. So you would imagine, how much I was enjoying my life, when I was working in tourism industry. Yeah, but at that time I wasn't able to be thankful enough because that was the only thing I was doing. So right now, if I can go back to that time, I would definitely be really happy. And anyways, I have actually been really afraid to take the risks, to rent another building, to start an activity which you would usually have to do. And I was thinking, well, that could be possible, but that's something, that has a lot of risks, and especially considering the experience I had. Using so much money to rent a building, we don't know when, tourism is going to be fully coming back, right? So we don't know when we should start renting a building, and it's just a really scary thing to do. And I was thinking maybe once we have a little bit more savings as a company, maybe we can challenge it. And I was just keeping that. But there was a proposal actually from, if you guys remember Kyoto's Samurai Experience, it was the facility that I used to work at. The building, please take a look at the video that where we visited Kyoto Samurai Experience in the Kyoto Hidden Gems series, by the way, in our main channel. But they have a really, really big samurai mansion. It was a 250-year-old samurai mansion that a samurai living near the Nijo Castle in Kyoto, which was a castle built by the Tokugawa family. There was a samurai living near the Nijo Castle, working near the Nijo Castle, and it was his house, but it's a really huge 250-year-old samurai mansion. And they told me, because I sometimes go to the mansion to do tameshiri mat cutting practicing. You might see me on Instagram stories and such. But anyways, I was talking with them, and they said that they don't do anything on weekends right now. When I was working with them, I worked on weekends too. Basically, I was working almost every day because I just simply love the job so much. But right now, no one can work on weekends, and they don't use the building for anything on weekends, and they don't make any money from it. So they were looking for someone who they could lend the building to during weekends. And I was like, wow, this is going to be the perfect occasion for us to challenge ourselves in the tourism industry again. Because, of course, renting it just for a day is much cheaper than renting a whole building for a month. The risks are completely different. And of course, they already have a perfect, facility that's prepared for an experience because they do it themselves, right? And also, because I know how to use the building myself because I worked there for 1.5 to 2 years actually, so I know where everything is. I know the people who are working there, and the conditions are just so amazing. The environment is perfect. I was really excited. I just had a Zoom meeting with the president, who used to be my president too, right? I had a Zoom meeting with the president. I was talking with him over the issue about this topic, and we just agreed that whenever we are ready to start the experience, we can get started anytime. Although it is going to be, what should I say, the risk will be much lower, of course, than actually renting a building. It will still be a little bit difficult, of course, because it will take about possibly over 1,000,000 yen to get prepared for the experience. Of course, we do need a lot of stuff, right? We can't just start from nothing. Of course, we do need to buy a few things. So, yeah, we need to look for the good timing to use such big amount of money to get started, right? So we don't know exactly when that's going to be, but we do want to get started as soon as possible. At least start the package, and put it online and wait for any reservations to come. If it comes, we do want to accept people to join our experience, right? So I was thinking maybe I'm still looking for a good timing to risk using that amount of money, but that is still a lot cheaper. That's like 1/5 to 1/6 the amount of money I used when I originally started my previous business on my own. So you can understand how low the risks are. So I'm really excited. If I can quickly tell you about what kind of experience I'm planning going to be making, is that it's kind of like a combination of all of the cultural experiences that I used to work at. So I think it's going to be me explaining about the history of the building, history of the samurai, and I'm going to be naming the experience. There's Kyoto Samurai Experience, right? So the content is really close to what they do, and I've already gotten permission, even if the experience is really similar to what they do. The president of Kyoto Samurai Experience, his main goal is to try to spread Japanese culture, and if I am going to be doing that, he said he'll be supporting me 100%. So it's going to be me probably talking about that. And the experience is going to be, I don't know, it's not confirmed yet, but it's going to be something like a day of a samurai, or a day in the life of a samurai, or something like that. So you get to experience how a samurai would spend a day, kind of thing. And it's not that specific, actually, the content, but you would probably get to dress up into the budogi, the training gear. You'll be hearing some explanations about the history and about iaido, about katana, martial arts and such. You'll probably be seeing my performance of the iaido. Then the guests who come will be able to experience doing actually handling the katana themselves, maybe practicing drawing and sheathing, swinging a little bit, and then going outside to try cutting out the mats. And once everyone is outside practicing cutting the mats, by the time they come back, we will have a tea ceremony prepared, a really short version of it, of course, and we'll probably have Tomoko do the tea serving for the guests. Yeah. And yeah, I think that'll be the end. Basically, in the past, that's exactly what samurais did, you know. So they would go out and fight and train, and for mental balance, they took part in tea ceremonies. You know, enjoyed the matcha and all of the nutritions and relaxations from it and such. And I think at the very end, after the tea ceremony, we'll probably do a performance for everyone too with the Japanese traditional instruments. Of course, we're definitely not professionals in Japanese traditional instruments, but we do want an occasion for us to improve our skills by playing it in front of people. So as a gift, you know, for the people who came, we're definitely not that really good yet, but we'll probably be doing a performance. I think we don't know which one we're going to be doing. I think we'll be gradually trying to add new songs so we can have a variety of music that we could do. But yeah, that's going to be the plan. So it's a really, what should I say, wholesome experience, right? Yeah, that's what I'm going to be planning on doing. So I'm just really, really excited, and I can't wait for that day when we actually get started with this. So then everyone, as I always say, the ultimate goal of my life is to make all Japan lovers' dreams come true. So I know that there's a lot of people studying Japanese, willing to come to Japan to study, work, or travel, and even train in traditional culture and such. However, I am very afraid that Japan will not be able to make everyone's dreams come true in the future because we're facing a lot of social problems, we are losing our traditional culture, and the younger generations who are supposed to be carrying on the good things about Japan are dying because of all the social issues being shoved against them. So I really want to dedicate my life to try to make Japan a better place. I want to try to preserve traditional culture, I want to preserve and evolve traditional culture, try to solve the social problems, and try to help out the younger generations so they can have a better future. And to do that, the nearest goal I have right now is to achieve 2 million subscribers by January 2023 on my main channel, so all your likes and comments help to boost my videos to new viewers who have never seen my videos before. It'd be great if you can help me out. And I just have so many things in mind to try to weigh in my dream, you know. Right now, I'm definitely still, you know, Kazu just joined the team this April, and it's only been 2 months, so we're still we're definitely getting a lot better, but there's still a lot of adjustments that we need to make to get what should I say, get all the tasks and our communications, for example, smoother. Definitely, we don't have any big troubles anymore. We had our really important conversations and solved all of our problems, but we still do need to have more experience in getting used to working together and such, because, you know, if you work in a different company before, the common sense is completely different, right? So we still need to nurture that right now together. But once we do that, actually, I think we'll be able to make a really big difference, I'm pretty sure. So I hope you can look forward to that. There's so many things that I have on my list of things that I want to do, which I haven't been able to do because, you know, we're still struggling with some things. But definitely once we get over that, we'll be able to do so much more. So I hope you can look forward to that, everyone. Thank you so much. And I'll be talking to you guys soon. Thank you so much.